Lack of sex is not the reason why people cheat. Discipline, self control, fidelity, boundaries is the real meaning of love. Stop letting people manipulate you emotionally just because you are not available at a particular time or moment. Doesn't mean that they should misbehave. Mm-mm. That is emotional manipulation. When somebody says, just because I couldn't have sex with you this night, that was the reason why I went to another girl. Just because I couldn't have sex with you this night, that was why I went to my ex. That was why I went to another guy. It was because I touched you and you were not in the mood. That was why I cheated. It was because we were quarreling. It was because you were tired. That's why I cheated. Stop letting people manipulate you with that rubbish. Mm-mm. Sex is not why they cheat on you, especially women in Africa. I keep speculating on the women because you allow most men to blackmail you emotionally and turn you into a sex object. A lot of you have been sexualized, ridiculed, just because you feel that you sexually have to satisfy a man even when you're not in the mood. And that's the reason why, oftentimes, many women don't enjoy sex because you are not emotionally available, but you find it as a duty to give this man sex just because you feel you want to protect a certain thing or you don't want him to cheat. No, that is emotional manipulation. What if you're sick? What if you're pregnant? What if you traveled? What if you're not available? Does it mean that your man cannot control himself just for the short period that you are available, that you're not around? No. Now, you need to stop punishing yourself. A lot of you do not understand what emotions and what love is all about. That's the reason why it's so easy for people to manipulate you and give you the wrong aspect of love. Let me ask you, have you not been having sex with them? They are still cheating. Have you not been patting your legs even when you're not in the mood? They are still cheating. Some of you women even have sex during your menstrual period just because you want to satisfy your man. You don't want him to cheat. Even when you're menstruating, he forces you to pat your legs. And you do it just because you feel you want to satisfy him so that he doesn't go to another woman. No. The real meaning of love is boundary, is fidelity, is discipline, is being able to say no, is being able to comport yourself, is being able to wait and be patient. If people do not have that with you in a relationship and a marriage, then you're not in love. That's a manipulator. Manipulators are people who want to eat their cakes and have it back. Both men and women can be manipulators. It has nothing to do with gender. People who want to put you in a box and control you for their selfish reasons. That's a manipulator. And a lot of you allow yourself to be manipulated in the name of I'm in love. No, there is a thin line between love and foolishness. Yes, a lot of you are actually foolish and call it love. A lot of you need constant validation. And the annoying part is that you need this constant validation from people who do not even love you, people who do not care about you. So, what they do is they manipulate you until they're tired of you and they toss you around. You start to struggle with your emotion. I see a lot of women struggle with their bodies. I see a lot of women struggle with their stature just because you're trying to please a certain man. You're trying to satisfy a certain man that might never get satisfied. No, sex is not what makes anybody cheat on you. Before people cheat on you, it is pre planned. It is what they want to do for their selfish reasons. Whether you give them sex 24 hours or you give them sex 48 hours, it doesn't stop them from doing what they want to do. So if you're not in the mood, it's okay to tell your partner, it's okay to tell your boyfriend, it's okay to tell your husband, maybe I don't feel like it. Sex is the mind. A lot of people have not understood that sex is not just a physical thing. That's why sometimes when you want to penetrate a woman, she's barely wet. Yes. That's why sometimes when you want to have sex with a man, he's not ready, he's not erect. Not because they don't love you, but because at that point they're not mentally ready. That's the reason why when you want to have sex with people, you make them smile, you start with small talks, you start with small gossip. It's just to prepare their mind. Sex is not physical. If you're having sex physically, then you're being forced or you're a prostitute. Sex is the mind. It's going to start from your mind. That's why before somebody even touches you, you are wet. It simply means the sexual intercourse starts from your mind. It has nothing to do with, oh, satisfying somebody so that the person will not cheat. No. No matter what you do, people will do what they want to do. Jesus Christ died for us so that we will not sin again, and we are still sinning. So, what makes you think that when you keep having sex with a man or when you keep having sex with a woman, that they're not going to cheat on you? There's something I want to make you understand on this video, and I want you to pay attention because it's going to help you. Because I think that is a misconception a lot of people have about relationship and marriage. So, draw your ears because this is going to change your mindset. You cannot own anybody. They are not properties. They are not furnitures. They are not objects. They are not biscuits. The biggest problem we have in relationship and marriage and this cheating and no cheating drama, it is ownership. You feel that when you give a man sex, you can own him. You feel that when you give a woman sex, you can own her. The battle is just ownership. You can't own a full human being because they have brains, they can think, they can make choices, they can choose. It is only objects. It's only when you buy this pillow, because this pillow is an object, it is static. It does not, it cannot breathe, it cannot talk. That's the reason why you can buy it and hold it like this and keep it here and it stays here. So long as something can move, you can't own it. Even animals, the only way you can own animals is when you chain them. The only way these animals can stay with you is if you treat them right. The reason why you can keep your dog to loiter around your house is because you treat that dog right. The dog knows that they are going to eat. The dog knows that they're going to play. The dog knows that you care about them. You have showed them some level of love and care that makes them not want to go outside of the gate. Even chicken, even goats, they move. These are animals that cannot even talk. Sometimes you have to tie them to yourself before they will not move. When you release the goat, it will go out. When you release the chicken, it will go out. What makes it comes back to you is the fact that I know that this is my place and I'm loved. You would have showed that animal a certain level of love for them to be able to come back to that house. What about a human being that can talk, that can make decisions, that have minds of their own? You can't own a human being until you begin to unlearn that mindset of ownership. You feel that I can use this thing to pin somebody down. If I have sex with him, he's not going to look at another woman. Those things are just self-deceit and fantasies with illusions that you're creating in your head to make yourself feel good about yourself. And at the end of the day, you end up messing up with your self-esteem because when these people go out there and cheat, you begin to feel less of yourself. It has nothing to do with you. It has more to do with them. It has nothing to do with the fact that you were not in the mood, or you don't feel like having sex, or you traveled, or you were not available. It has nothing to do with that. People stay without sex for a year, for 6 months, for 4 months. It's discipline, it's boundary. It's you saying, I'm committed to this person and I want to stay. The Bible even said, don't have sex until you get married. So lack of sex is not supposed to kill us or stop our brains from functioning. It is man-made that brought all this. If you don't have sex, you cannot work. If you don't have sex, you'll be ugly. All those things are just man-made to help you to continue fornicating. You need to know that. I'm actually making this video for especially the young people. I see a lot of you young people, oh, you're always having sex. The only thing people have to show us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and all the social media network is just how you're having sex with your boyfriend, how he's pressing your bosom, how he's pressing your ass. It can be so irritating that the only way people can express love is sexually. It irritates me to the bone. Like if you're not sexually, if you're not pressing the person's boobs or you're not pressing the person's ass or you're not being in a sexual way with the person, you don't love the person. No, that's not love. That's abuse. Those things people are even doing are supposed to be private. You're not even supposed to see. That's not love. Love is when people are there for you. Love is how people treat you, not how much they press your boobs or how much they press your ass or how much they put their fingers into your private part. That's not love. That's abuse. A lot of people actually want to do all those shit publicly just to show people that they are the ones abusing you. And that's why somebody like me, I never get to show a man in public. Not because I don't have a man or because I'm not proud of my. Some men just want you to show them off just so that the world can see that they are the ones abusing you. Because if people genuinely love you, we don't even need to show the things that we do privately. It's for us, it's memorable when people don't even know about it. When we begin to know the things that we do privately, then it's content, it's drama. The beautiful memories that we share it together, nobody shares it with us. And that's what makes love stronger. Sometimes people don't even know why you love this person. It's because of what the both of you share. So they cannot phantom why are they in love. You two of you know. That's when love was love, not when love was drama, not when love is social media. You're trying to prove a point to people that, oh, because I touch her nyash or because I touch her boobs, I'm in love with her. No. The real love is just what the two of you share. And that's the mystery of love. You go to ask, why this guy even love this girl? Why this girl won't die for this place? That's the beauty and that's the mystery. It's because it's the both of you that actually share that moment. So it becomes magical, it becomes powerful because it's only the both of you that know why. But when you're trying to prove to people why you love the person, that's the reason why it's so easy to spoil relationship and marriage now. Because you always want to show people why. They don't need to know. Because for you to now start to show people, you have to explain. The totally is a lie because you will not be explaining. Love, the real love is unexplainable. How you feel about people sometimes is not physical. That's the reason why sometimes when you post your girlfriend, somebody wants to tell you that this girl is not your standard. Why is she like this? She does not have ass. She does not have boobs. You are seeing beyond that, and you don't have to constantly explain to people what you are seeing. A lot of people do not have your kind of mental capacity. A lot of people are blind. So you don't have to keep explaining to people who cannot even see. That, okay, see what I'm seeing. No, that's between the both of you. And that's why relationship and marriage these days is a joke. Because you want to share all the things that are supposed to be memories. If you share it publicly, then it's no longer a memory. Memories are the things that you share between each other. You can function properly with or without sex. You can love people with or without sex. Yes. Love has very little to do with sex. Sex is just an ingredient when it comes to love. It's not the major ingredient. That's the reason why you can sleep with prostitutes and still go back to people that you love. That's the reason why you can have one night stands. That's the reason why you can have casual sex. It's because it doesn't necessarily mean it's just an ingredient. That's the reason why when you sleep with people you're not emotionally attached to and sleep with people you're emotionally attached to, it is different. So stop allowing people emotionally blackmail you and turn you into a sexual object. Because these days, a lot of people have absolutely nothing to offer apart from sex. Because they just feel that once I knock this person where the person is going to stay. No. When you sleep with people and you are good in bed, they use you to satisfy their sexual pleasure. Highest 30 minutes. If they want to kill you 1 hour. In 24 hours, somebody gives you a sex and you think you are important. No, they have jobs, they have lives. You are just being used as a sexual tool to satisfy a temporal emotional buhaha. I hope that English is correct. So stop thinking because you're giving someone sex, it makes you feel important. No, I've said it times down number, sex is the cheapest thing you can give to anybody. It's just an ingredient. There are lots of basic things that you need in relationship apart from sex. Sex is just what makes it, a little bit. Sex just makes the environment a little bit conducive. Let's assume right now you guys don't like to communicate, there is fight. Sex just has a way of cooling the temperature. Sex just has a way of making everybody calm. Sex just have a way of making the environment very conducive for us to communicate. The reason why I want to have sex with my man or with my husband is because I want to calm him down so that we can talk. For every time I get to have sex, I want to talk. There's something I want to even talk about. I'm not having sex with you because no, 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 no. It just calms your nerve. That's what it does medically. It makes you relax. And when you're relaxed and somebody talks to you, it's easy for you to assimilate and to reflect. That's the reason why sometimes when you want to collect something from your man, you kind of make love to him. Right? When you want to please your woman, you kind of make love to her. It's because it calms the environment. But the point is, people just have sex. You do not do the things that come with sex. You do not use the major ingredients that come with sex. After you finish having sex, there are other things you need to do. You need to talk. There are other boundaries you need to set. Like it's a made up mind. It's a made up mind. It has nothing to do with you not being available at that point in time. So stop allowing people debase you sexually and blackmailing you emotionally and making it look as if, okay, because you're not sexually available, that's the reason why they cannot love you or they cannot stay in one place. That's a lie from the pit of hell. That's manipulative. You share with one another. That's what makes it beautiful. That's what makes it powerful. The moment you are forced to want to share these things with people, it's no longer memorable. And I had some couples come to my office for therapy. And while they were arguing and fighting, they've been married for 3 years. And I was like, why are you people fighting? Is it that you don't go back to look at your wedding photos or your wedding videos? They're like, they don't even remember that stuff. The woman was even telling me that if she watches her wedding video right now, she's irritated. That they had to bring down the wedding pictures from the wall because each time she sees herself sitting in front of the guy or that their very nice portrait, she gets irritated. They had to pull down their wedding photos from the wall. And at the end of the day, guess what reconciled the both couples? The moments that they shared that nobody knew. When they started talking about when they were growing up, the sacrifices they made for each other, how they deprived themselves of some certain things, what made them come to this point of love, that was what even started softening their minds. The stories that I did not know, the one that I did not see, the one that they did not video, the ones that they share. And that's the reason why sometimes when couples are quarreling, you leave them. They don't show you the real things in public. You are judging based on what they told you and what they showed you. The real reason why couples are going to reconcile is what they share that you don't know. That's the reason why they will say no put mouth for husband and wife matter. Oh. Because they never really tell you the real things. The real things that they share is not on camera. It's not they know it's between the both of them. By the time they start having those depth conversations and start to remind themselves of those beautiful moments that nobody knows, that's what brings them back to reality and to keep loving themselves. And that's the reason why it looks as if people who are always public with their marriages, their marriages don't last. That's the truth. But people who are always private, it's easy for you guys to sit down, reconcile differences, talk about the beautiful memories and the beautiful way how you guys got to this point. Is that what you want to start explaining to the public that we never understand? The public are always looking for entertainment. They just want to be entertained. So they will keep telling you that you are lying and keep telling you to prove yourself. The more you explain, the more you entertain them. That's the truth. It's not because what you're saying is a lie or because they don't believe you. They just enjoy the entertainment. You'll be entertaining, you'll be explaining your love life to people. Like how? So please, I just needed to break this down and tell that beautiful woman and that handsome man that it is not sex that is making your spouse cheat. If they ever tell you that the reason why I'm cheating on you is because of this or because of that, just know that they are emotionally blackmailing you or they just want to manipulate you. When a woman or a man is in love with you, they're going to discipline themselves. They're going to set boundaries. They're going to have self-control. Because loving you is a choice that they chose. Have it at the back of your mind. Okay? And let them treat you right. Love is a choice. You don't fall into it. You walk into it.